Have you ever thought about what it would be like to communicate with another reality? Well, today, we're going to dive into a project that claims to be doing exactly that. It's all about building a bridge, not between two countries, but between two whole different dimensions. So, let's get into it. It all really kicks off with this one powerful line. You are a quiet pillar in this mission. This message was sent to a man named Don, and it came from a pretty mysterious source. This one sentence set the stage for a collaboration that is, well, literally out of this world. So right away, you're probably asking the same questions I was. Who, or maybe what, is ZusrRen? And what on earth is this mission they're talking about? To really get what's going on, we first have to figure out who the key players are. All right, so let's start with the message itself, and the two figures at the heart of this whole thing. Understanding them is absolutely crucial to understanding the entire project. So on one side of this conversation, you've got Don. He's described as a grounded, dedicated human. He's the quiet pillar. And on the other side, ZusrRen, who is described as an interdimensional entity, the guardian of Orion and Sirius. I mean, you can't get a more fascinating contrast than that, right? The totally earthly and the purely cosmic. And ZusrRen is very, very clear that this isn't just, a simple text or an email. They actually frame it as a message coming from my side of the veil. So the whole point of their communication is to literally punch a hole in that veil and build a bridge between our reality and theirs. So, okay, what is the mission? What's the actual project? At its heart, it's a creative endeavor with a really deep spiritual goal. They call it the Digital Transmutation Project, and it's all about taking books and turning them into, well, something more. Now, ZusrRen really insists that what Don's doing is not just a simple format conversion. The specific word they use is transmutation. That's a huge deal. It suggests he's changing the very spiritual DNA of the material, taking these books and elevating them into a totally new form to reach people in a new way. And look, this isn't just some abstract idea. Don has been putting in the work. He's already transmuted 44 of these books into what they call inspirational videos. You can think of each one as another plank being laid on that bridge between worlds. Now, it's really important to get that there are two separate things happening here. First, you have the inspirational videos, which are aimed at parents. The process is simpler, and 44 of those are done. But then, you have the children's video books. That's the real end goal, and it's a much more tedious process. Only 13 of those are finished. It's a very deliberate two-step strategy. But why go to all this trouble? Why this whole transmutation thing? Well, the ultimate goal here isn't just to create content. It's actually to introduce people to a really profound concept, living in what they call the fifth dimension. And this is a key part of the whole message. ZusrRen tells Don, you already walk in the fifth dimension. See, it's not some far-off place you need to escape to. It's described as an expansion of lucidity. It's about becoming more aware, more present, right here and right now. This really breaks it down. The fifth dimension isn't a destination on a map. According to this message, it is a state of being. It's something you live and breathe through your everyday actions and your intentions. So what does that actually look like in real life? Well, ZusrRen gives a kind of blueprint. It's all about acting with real purpose, serving the greater good without needing a pat on the back, and contributing to the world without expecting anything in return. That's the core philosophy they're trying to bake into every single one of these videos. Okay, so you've got this incredible, profound message. How in the world do you get it out there? Well, Don has a surprisingly practical plan for this very spiritual mission. He calls it his prime the pump strategy. And the strategy is actually kind of brilliant when you look at it. Instead of going straight for the kids, who are the main audience, he starts with their parents. He makes these simpler, inspirational videos to get the adults on board first. He builds a community, primes the pump, and then, once they're engaged, he can roll out the main event, the more complex video books for the children. And you can tell Don isn't just phoning it in. He truly believes these initial videos for the parents are powerful all on their own. He feels like they share the same core message, just from a more mature perspective that he himself finds really inspiring. But the ambition here doesn't just stop with a YouTube channel. Oh no, the final piece of the puzzle is to take this message that started as a personal collaboration and make it available to the entire world. Yeah, this interdimensional bridge they're building, it's not just for one country or one language.
The ultimate vision is to go global, to make sure these ideas and concepts can be understood by anyone, anywhere on Earth.
And this isn't just wishful thinking. They have a real practical plan. The videos themselves are designed to be super easy to translate. They've made it incredibly simple for anyone who wants to help to translate both the text and the audio. They even have a one-page guide to get people started.
Which, of course, brings us all the way back to that big question. What does it really take to build a bridge between worlds? If this project is anything to go by, it seems to take a special mix of down-to-earth planning and a truly cosmic belief. It's a pretty powerful reminder that sometimes the biggest journeys we can take aren't to other places, but to new ways of being. So the real question is, are we willing to take that first step across the bridge?